Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing an intro. This is probably going to be maybe the last intro. I say maybe. Graveyard Project Pan is probably coming up soon. Might want to do that one. We shall see. But for the moment, it's the last intro that I'll be doing. And this is, there's just no way I could have said no. There is no way I could have said no. It is welcome to the Hellmouth. When I say to you that my love for Buffy runs deep, every year without fail, some years I'll redo the whole lot from start to finish, some years I'll just dip into the last season, some years I'll just dip into my favourite episodes of different seasons. I just adore it, I love it, I love everything about it, everything. Awesome. The hashtag for this is going to be hashtag HellmouthPP, and it was created by Jaylon. Thank you, Jaylon. Thank you for creating this. Thank you. And it is in collaboration with Pantastic ladies over on Facebook. And just the minute I saw it, I'm like, in. And like since then, like if we're talking about it online or that, a certain few of us, it's like the March project. Or no, the March. Yeah, it is. God, I'm just so excited. The March project. So like anytime we'd be talking in comments, that other people might say like the March project, as if it was like some big secret. We're just so excited. This runs from the 13th of March 2022 to October 13th, 2022. 7-month project for the show's 7 seasons. 13 prompts for the 13 main characters, and yeah, so I just put them all into my Tiny Decisions app, rolled the wheel, and off we went. Look at, if you do you know what's actually funny is that I didn't watch this first time round. I was probably 18, 19, 20, 21, you know what I mean, when Buffy was actually on telly, and I was out every night of the week, let's be honest. I wasn't at home, sitting at home watching telly. I just wasn't. I missed out on a lot of shows back then. But down the line, I started watching it. Maybe, you know, still 20 years ago, kind of. And just since then, it's just been awesome. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If you love Buffy, join in, guys, because the more the merrier. The more that do it, the more we can all chat about it and be nostalgic about it, and decide what teams we're on. Team Spike. But yeah. Okay, let's go. Speaking of, the first item one I got was Spike, a product that redeemed itself, and I have chosen the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And the reason I chose this is because when I initially got this, I thought, I don't really like this. I don't understand it. I don't know what the purpose of it is, etc, etc. And then I put it into a project last year and had to use it consistently and ended up loving it. I love it as a finishing powder. What do they call it? A setting powder. I don't think I'd use it as a setting powder because there is a glow to it. I love it. Once I have everything done, bronzer, highlighter, blush, everything else, I'll just go in with a big fluffy brush and just go all over, really kind of buffing Buffy. And I just feel it meshes everything together beautifully and leaves a lovely finish to the skin. Also, as an aside, if you do love Buffy and all things Buffy, there's a fantastic podcast called Buffering the Vampire Slayer. Very good podcast. They literally went back to the start and started watching one episode every week and then doing a podcast in depth on it. It was very good. And I think James Masterson and everything came on it to discuss kind of Spike and stuff like that, so that was kind of cool. He's great for doing stuff like that, for doing interviews and stuff. Do you like my cup? For fuck's sake. Ginger tea. So, okay, this project for me is for fun. I'm not really looking to finish anything. I'm looking to rotate through my collection, but also rotate through the prompts and have fun. That's what this is about. We're not hitting any lofty goals here, guys. So that's coming in for 13 uses, and you will see as we go along, 13 is the number that I'll be choosing. Next up is the gift, an item that was a gift, so from a family, friend, etc. And I chose Courtney, because Courtney is also like a die-hard Buffy fan, and she gifted me this. This is the Herbivore Prism, 12% AHA and 3% BHA. This is it here. And it's an exfoliating glow serum. I find with this, you only need the smallest amount, and I only use it maybe once a week. I've used it a few times already because I wanted to see if I liked it or not, and my skin seems to be okay with it. Now, I made the mistake of like doing 2 nights in a row thinking, my skin's well able for any sort of exfoliating acids and that. But 3 days later I was going, wow, my skin is very dry and very flaky, and with the amount of hydration I put into it, I was kind of perplexed. Then I realised it was probably this. But yeah, now that is coming in for a finish, because let's be honest, can't be all soft goals here. Next up is Mr. Pointy, which is what Buffy calls her steak. A product that you sharpen. And I have chosen the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. It's one of these iconic ones. I had it years ago and I didn't really use it that much or that well. I suppose at the time I didn't really understand it. I just bought it because everyone on YouTube was raving about it. This is a good 10-12 years ago. So it's just white, whereas now I have so many gorgeous, bright, impactful eyeshadows that would just completely and utterly pop on top of something like this. And I have some lovely pastel shades in that in kind of April I want to play around with. So I think this will be fantastic for use for that. So that's a 13 usage goal. I seem to have missed one. How have I missed one? I'll come back to it. I've chosen the Slayer, a product that slays, but I haven't chosen a product. Oh dear, I'll have to come back to that. Next is Sunnydale, a yellow product or packaging. And I have chosen this Laneige lip sleeping mask in lemon sorbet that Deb sent me. She sent me a pack of all of these. They're just so gorgeous. And oh, I was about to go, look, smell it. This isn't Scratch and Sniff TV. You can't smell it. Oh, it smells so fresh. Do you know, lemon sorbet is right because it is lemony, citrusy, but it is also a tad sweet. Lovely. So I will use this to completion as well. Next up is the Potentials. So they were, if in season 7, they realised that all potential slayers were being wiped out. So essentially a potential is when and if Buffy dies, another slayer takes her place. So there's a lot of potentials around the world that might become the slayer. So an item you haven't tried yet but has potential to be amazing. And I mean, wait till you see. I am so incredibly blessed with the friends that I have and the treats that they send me. This is Star Wars Mandalorian The Child palette. Thank you so much, Danny. Danny sent me this, and to say I squealed like a little child when I saw this. I was just oh, so freaking excited. I can't even tell you. It's just gorgeous. Look at it. Oh, and then isn't this just perfect for March? I mean, come on. Perfect for March. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, are you ready for a treat? Oh, lovely. I do love that. So yeah, this is coming in, and it's coming in the No Pan Left Behind style, which means I need to use each shadow at least once. And look, that's not going to be a hardship. I never keep the box of eyeshadows. I'm always amazed when I see people going through their eyeshadow collection and everything is still in boxes, and I'm like, no, box goes in the bin straight away. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Love it. Next up is The Key, and The Key was the season with Glory. I loved Glory. She was a fantastic baddie. I have my curls in today to try and be very glorificus. An item that is the key to your makeup routine, and I have chosen the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. So if you have seen previous projects or my empties, you will know that I absolutely love the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And before Christmas there, I was in Superdrug and they had a little trio of the two kind of new ones. So there's the matte one, the regular one, and a luminous one. That was it. And I said I'd go with the small one because I know I love the original, but I don't know how I'll feel about these. So I thought how fantastic to be able to have little ones and just try them out and kind of see what I think. So that is coming in, and that is coming in to finish. I need the smaller ones, in fairness, are finished. I need the bigger ones, are kind of 3 uses. Next up is Once More with Feeling. To say that this is my absolute favourite episode of all time, of any show, is no exaggeration. My poor husband will tell you, because the amount of times he's heard it come on, he's like, no, not again. I love everything about it, everything about it. You know, other shows have tried to do a musical show and they just failed miserably. It was cringy, or it didn't work, or it didn't fit. Oy. An item you love so much you could break out into song. And I have chosen the Revolution Skin Finish Luminescence. This is beautiful. It's just a beautiful product. I have 2 of these. I have Luminescence and I have Opalescence. Opalescence is a bit warmer and better suited for summertime. And this is better for this kind of time of year, winter, springtime. And it is just, it is a super subtle highlight or a lovely finishing powder. And it's just, I suppose it's akin to like an Hourglass powder, or I was going to say like a MAC skin finish, you know, but I don't think it really is, because it's not, do you know what I mean? Like the highlight that you get in it is quite a subtle highlight. I mean, for day to day wear, this is just beautiful, and it gives a lovely, if you've gone too matte with your look or that, and you just want a bit of brightness and a bit of glowiness and life to it, this is it. It will never come off as being Tin Man or, you know, anything like that. It's just a beautiful product, and I haven't been using it enough of late, so I'm delighted to bring it into our project. That is coming in for 13 uses. Faith, she's my favourite. She's my favourite. I adore her. I wanted to be her. She just kicks ass. I know she can be bad. I know that. But like that in the last season, when she's like, are you the bad Slayer now? Am I the good Slayer now? Just everything about this. I love her. How she dressed. Oh, loved her. So a product was once good and is now evil. But is now good again. And I chose concealer. And the reason I chose concealer is because I used to be able to wear concealer and it was fine, but as I've got older, concealer has become quite a difficult part of my routine, to find the right one that doesn't sink madly into lines and look crepey and emphasize rather than help, you know what I mean? It's definitely become a more difficult product in my routine, but yet I'm still on the hunt for the concealer. So this is one again I bought before Christmas, and it is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration, e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and it's the satin finish. This is it here. This is what it looks like. Got a big old buckfoot, as Emily Noel likes to say. I love when she says that. And that is what it looks like. peachy pinky kind of tint to it. Hopefully it'll work out for me. Gosh, looking at it there now, it seems a bit dark. Looks darker than it did in the bottle, I think, doesn't it? I don't know. We shall see. But it's coming in for 13 uses. I haven't really tried it out yet, so I kind of want to see how I feel about it, what I think, etc. Next up is the Anointed one, and the Anointed one is actually, I think, from the first season, with the Master, and he has an Anointed one that is supposed to help release him from his bindings. So a newer item in your collection, and I have chosen the Fenty Beauty Easy Drop Blurring Skin Tint in number 7. So again, something that I purchased, I think I got this on Black Friday actually, or maybe it was over Christmas, I'm not quite sure, but yeah. And again, haven't really used it because I've been focusing on my Project Pan items, etc. So yeah, I want to give this a good go. Has a little kind of a nozzly thing on top. I have used it once or twice, and those once or twice I really enjoyed it, but I want to kind of spend a bit more time with it to see what I think, and then hopefully maybe do a speed review or something on it. But yeah, I've heard fantastic things, and I noticed it coming up in a lot of people's end of year favourites in the foundation category. So yeah, I'm curious to see about that one. So that's coming in for 13 uses. Next up is Hellmouth. So obviously that's where Springfield, or Sunnydale, Springfield, not The Simpsons. Sunnydale, why Buffy is in Sunnydale is because it's on a Hellmouth, and that means that you have an awful lot of demon activity, etc., and vampire activity, so that's why she's there. And a black item. So I have chosen this little mascara. It is, I think it was Deb gave me this, thank you Deb. This is the Dior Show, or was it Andrea? See, I'm so incredibly blessed that sometimes I can't remember who sent me what, which is a shocking holy disgrace. I should have taken pictures at the time. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Dior Show mascara. So it's just a little sample of it. So I would imagine the month, fine big wand on it. So we shall see how we get on with that. So that is to use up, obviously. Next up is Becoming, an item you love with all your heart. And I have chosen a setting spray, not a fixing spray, not like a Arm Decay All Nighter, but more like a MAC Fix Plus. And this is the PS Prep and Perfect Prime and Infuse Instant Hydration Priming Spray, infused with hyaluronic acid and watermelon extract. This is it here. I do love these, I have to say. I think I prefer, I had another one that was like coconut and lime or something, and I think I prefer the scent to that. It has the most beautiful mist on it. And it just sets down all your powder and just brings everything back down to, you know, just takes the powderiness look off your makeup. Scent isn't too bad. It's not as strongly scented watermelon as like the Glow Recipe watermelon moisturizer thing. So that is coming in, and that is coming in for a 13 usage goal. The Bronze, which is the nightclub, the club, because it was like a preteen kind of club, you know, that they go to, and like, nothing smacks the 90s like the music in the Bronze. I mean, you just can't get more 90s. It's just is. It's just, every song you're just like, man, that is so the 90s. So I have chosen, oh no, an item that reminds you of a song, musician, band, or makes you want to dance. And I chose Selena Gomez, and I love her one, Can't Keep My Hands to Myself. I love that song, just always gets me kind of in the mood to boogie around. And obviously she is the owner of Rare Beauty. See, we got there. And I have chosen the Matte Lip Cream in Confident. And this is it here. Nice little wand on it. Oh, nice little scent to it too. I thought it was a pretty shade. There it is there. Quite a nice rosy kind of hint to it. Really nice. And I have this in for 13 uses. So that is that one. And that is it. So I've obviously missed a prompt. I must have, I don't know, thought to myself that I'd come back to it or something. I don't know what I did. But look, we're not going to stress about it now, and I'm not going to add anything else in. So maybe next update, I'll make sure that I get something in for that prompt. The Slayer, a product that slays. Don't know how I missed that, but there you go. And that is my intro to Welcome to the Hellmouth. Lads, are you doing this? Are ye as ridiculously excited as I am? Because I'm so excited to say I can't wait to watch people's intros and to hear their thoughts and everything. I can't even express it. I can't even express it. Everything about it, the clothes, the hair, the makeup, it's so 90s. Willow, Xander, Giles. Giles now is hitting more than he used to, I'll tell you that. Back when I was younger, I was like, Giles. Now I'm like, oh, Giles. Angel, Spot, I mean, everyone. Like all the baddies. The mayor. The mayor was phenomenal. I mean, talk about fantastic writing. I mean, it's so crazy. He'd given out if you swore. But he's going to eat the whole place. Glory. Glory was a phenomenal one as well. I was like, how are they going to beat her? Because she was literally a goddess. And then the last season, you know, Caleb as the kind of second in command was just phenomenal. He was just brilliant. I love Nathan Phelan anyway, but as a, you know, he got that spot on. Willow, when Willow was the big bad, that was a, yeah, that was a turn up for the books, isn't it? I wasn't so mad on the trio, the three lads, even though Jonathan always did make me laugh. You know, when the episode where he pretends, where he I don't know, does he make a wish or make a deal with a demon or something that he's the hero of everything? And everyone loves Jonathan and everyone wants to be as cool as Jonathan. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, I'm going to stop now because literally I'll just start episode 1 and work my way through to the last episode. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're a fan of Buffy and you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We can chat about it. We can have great chats about it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'll hopefully chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.